All right, artists, we just saw our video on Hot Tea, and he weaved in a chain link fence to make his name Hot Tea. So what we're going to do today is practice that on a piece of paper that looks like a chain link fence. You noticed in the video he had a design. He had a whole bunch of patterns that he had drawn first that helped him figure out how to weave it on the fence. So what we are going to do today is make that pattern. We're going to start by doing our name. We're just very simply going to use the over, under, like a weaving pattern to do our name. And then down below, you guys can create any kind of pattern you want. So one of the prerequisites for this is that you're going to have to learn how to tie a knot or know how to tie a knot. And you're going to start with yarn, and you're going to have to tie a knot in the corner where the chain link fences cross. So you're going to tie a knot. Then we're going to start with a weaving pattern. We're going to use yarn, and we'll go over this one, and then under or behind this one, and then over, and then under. My first letter of my name is a K. So at this point with my yarn, now I'm going to bring it back through here. So I need to twist it around and then bring it back up. I'm going to go the opposite. So if this one was under, this one will be over and then under. But here now I'm going to change and start making my K go up. So now I have to twist the yarn through here and around that chain link. Otherwise, the yarn won't connect. And then I'll go under this one, over, under. I'm going to stop here. I like having it a little bit shorter than longer. So again, now this is over. So now I have to twist it around behind and go under. And then the opposite, over, under, over. Again, I'm going to twist it around and then go over, under, over. And at this point, I can choose to bring the pattern back up this way, or I could just tie it off. So I think I'll just tie it off. So there's my K. Notice how I'm going along the chain link loops where the chain link fence connects. That's key. If you put your letters ending here in the middle and doing something like this, there's nothing to hold the string to. So you have to connect it. You have to go along the fence. My A, I might make my A, thinking about it, if I do an A like this, it's going to be hard because there's nothing to hold on to. But I could do an A that is like a diamond, or I could do a square A. So these are the choices that you need to make with your letters, because doing round letters is going to be very difficult. So maybe I'm going to make a square A. I'm going to start, I think, I will actually start right here, because in the tail of my A will double back down. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to tie it, and then I'm going to go straight across, and even though this is in the middle, I'm going to loop it through here. So this will go looping through and behind, and then down to this one, and again it'll loop through, and then over to this one, loop through, up here, and here I'm going to loop it back through and double back down, and then I'll tie it and leave a string hanging so it looks like the tail for my A. Then with my R, I'll do the same thing with starting, I think, at the top, tie it, come straight down, over, under, loop, under, over, loop, through here, and tie it. So we're going to pass out grid paper to you guys. You're going to do your name, making sure that you connect your lines, which represent yarn that we'll use, where the chain link crosses. All right? And then on the bottom, you can create any kind of pattern you want. Maybe you want to create a flower, so you can figure out how you could weave petals on the chain link fence to look like a flower, or whatever you want. All right, create your design, artists, and I will see you next week.